Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a ponytail slash bantu knot slash bang type of thing. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So first thing, I parted off ear to ear, making sure that it is straight as possible. I'm going to be using size 64 rubber bands. I use this ponytail freeze spray, and then next I'm going to be using Got to Be glue, the regular kind. And then I'm also going to be using this wax Got to Be glue spray along with Murray's beeswax. So finally, I'm going to shape the ponytail into the position that I want it to go, as far as like the customer's preference and how they just want everything to go. So after I mold that, I end up putting it into a temporary hold ponytail, meaning that there's no product on the hair and that it's just a holder to how I want the ponytail to go. I end up heating my Murray's beeswax up so that way it's easier to mold, and I go in with the Got to Be glue wax spray to just give me a foundation of how the ponytail needs to go. And here I'm showing you a technique that I do use my fingers, so that way it's kind of like a chase method, that way your fingers are following the hair. And next I just kind of solidify it with the blow dryer and to start my actual molding process. So I end up with the freezing spray, and I go in with a generous amount, starting mainly at the roots of the hair, because usually when you start to spray stuff on it or put product, it starts to curl back up, usually with 4C hair, people who automatically have curly hair. You want to make sure your foundation is completely dry before adding another quote-unquote layer, so that way when you're layering on things, it's as flat as possible, so that way the ponytail doesn't buckle up or anything like that. Here's a better view of the quote-unquote chase method I use with my fingers. You can kind of tell I'm taking my index finger and also my thumb and just following the hair and the spray and blow drying it after. Here's the complete mold, and yeah, you see no bumps. So now I'm starting the braid process and to put the wrap strip over her natural hair, so that way no glue gets on her hair. She is getting a Barbie-like ponytail, so we're gonna start with the wrap it. You first the trick I found out with the wrap it, so that way your ponytail doesn't slip, is to make sure you're wrapping around the base as many times as possible until you feel comfortable enough. I know it's kind of speed up here, but another trick I use is small rubber bands, so that way it also has extra security. We're going in with the purple pack human hair, and it's straight, so that way we're able to have that Barbie kind of look. So now I'm just putting on the glue on the wrap it strip, so that way I'm not constantly having to go back and glue the track and just create a whole big mess. Now that the ponytail's on, I'm going to take my black Got to Be glue gel. Sorry y'all, I don't even know what we was laughing about. But I'm going to take my black Got to Be glue gel. I'm going to take a section from the back, or mainly the side that you're going to go under with. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but yeah, the method I use is to basically coat the strand in Got to Be glue, making sure you're combing through so that way every piece of hair gets the gel on it, and just completely wrap it around. Like this method has been like the smoothest one with all my ponytails. As you can tell, I zoomed in so that way it's easier to see. I'm smoothing it over with my fingers, going in with the blow dryer. Going in with the blow dryer and making sure that first layer is completely dry before continuing to wrap around the base of the ponytail. And right here, as I get towards the end, I'm going to take a little bit of the glue that's left over on the top and secure that piece of hair so it doesn't unravel while they're doing daily activities and whatnot. So here is the final ponytail wrapped and ready to go for the first part. So right now I am parting for the asymmetrical Bantu knots and making sure that everything is nice and neat. Here I'm showing you that she has a zigzag part in the middle, so that was kind of difficult to make sure both sides were y'all look at my friend, look at her, just watch, just give it a moment of silence of watch. Look how crazy she is, like what? Anyways, we're gonna take my beeswax and I'm just gonna go through and comb it, make sure it's going through all of the hair, not leaving no hairs out. Next, I'm going to go in with my red freezing spray and just do the same thing as if it was the ponytail, combing through, blow drying, and molding it in place. Okay, now here's where it gets a little tricky. So I'm going to take some braiding hair and put it in the middle. In that middle part, I'm going to pull one side of the braiding hair and wrap it around with rubber bands that's attached to her natural hair. So that way, when we do our Bantu knots, her natural hair is completely covered by the braiding hair, and that way none of her natural hair pokes through the Bantu knot. So now I'm going to show you a closer look on how I get the Bantu knot started. So I'm covering her natural hair with the piece that was on top of her head and making sure that everything is locked and loaded, and like I said, like none of her natural hair is poking through that Bantu knot. So I'm going to end up taking my yellow can of Got to Be glue spray and just making sure her natural hair is adhesive to the braiding hair. Here now I am starting my Bantu knot. I start by twisting the hair, and I'm using the comb to just make sure that her natural hair is covered with the braiding hair. So I just twist, and there's no particular way to do the Bantu knot. I just like stack it up, if that makes sense. So after I do the first row, I do the second, and make sure it's like not too tight for your client, because she ended up telling me that one of them was a little too tight, so I had to just twirl it the opposite way I twisted it the first time. So yeah, just watch my technique. I tried my best to explain it, but I think visuals are better than anything. So now we made it to the final, well, second to last step is adding her bangs. I really didn't get good videos with this one because we ended up having to redo her bangs because I cut them a little too short for her liking, but Obviously, you're going to split her hair into twos and make sure that you're placing the track in between those two pieces of hair and that the track is completely covered because it's in the front. You don't want her track to be showing. So that's basically what I was doing here. I didn't get too good of a video, but I just measured the length of the parting space, went back, cut it, and just glued it right on top of where her scalp is. And now we have made it to the final step, which is curling the Barbie ponytail. And obviously, this was one of my favorite parts because something about making it curl and using them hot tools is what I like. So after I curled them, I went in with my Got To Be Glue spray and I just sprayed it so that way the curls were pretty set and I didn't have to go over them too much. So I just did one. I broke it up into 3 or 4, I think, and just curled them like I regularly would. You know, real simple, real cute. And this is the final product. I loved it. She loved it. We all loved it. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if y'all want to see more. Bye!